Hi, I'm singer-songwriter Oscar Butler, and welcome to Oscar Butler Music on YouTube, Songwriting Rules. Please don't miss out on any of my content by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Click on that red button, then click on the little bell so you get notified when I post new content. So, in Songwriting Rules, we are continuing on the topic, get your songs to make sense. Today we are going to look at engaging a person's visual sense, their sense of sight. Sight is our most commonly used sense. Our hearing, taste, smell, and touch are strongly connected to our visual sense. For example, when you hear barking, your tendency is to look for a dog. I remember performing in a coffee shop and the espresso machine made a sound so similar to a car's screeching tires that every time I heard it, I would look toward the front windows thinking that a car was going to come crashing through it. Have you ever eaten a grasshopper? Even though it may taste very good, getting it past your visual sense onto your tongue is a definite challenge. And what kind of visuals does your mind conjure up in the morning when you smell the coffee brewing? Or walking in the kitchen when the Thanksgiving meals are being prepared? Or walking through the barn of a dairy farm? When your hand comes near something that is very hot, if you have ever been burned before, the memory of the redness or the blistering of your skin. Except for people who cannot see, most engagements of hearing, tasting, smelling, touching lead back to your visual sense. Because the visual sense is what we use the most, we tend to heavily lean on it in our attempts to paint pictures with our words. So if I say I looked up and saw a plane in the sky, pretty much anyone who can see has at some time in their life looked up and lo and behold seen a plane. Hey, it's good, it works. But what I'm saying is, let's find a more creative way to say the same thing. We are so used to writing about what we see. The trick in developing this craft is to start seeing things differently. One way is to start imaging. Yes, I said imaging things through your other senses. Let's go back to that plane in the sky. What other ways can you know that it's up there? Well, if it's a jetliner between 5,000 and 8,000 feet up, the engines can be heard but not deafening, much like the continuous sound of exhale. Now, did you find yourself purposefully exhaling to imagine and compare the sound? That's what happens when you present new ways for people to experience things. It gets them involved. If it's a propeller-driven plane, you'll hear the other propellers beating the air, pushing it forward on its route to wherever. Another visual could be the sun's glint off the fuselage that catches your eye, causing you to look skyward. Find different ways to describe things you see. David Wilcox, one of my favorite songwriters, wrote, "And through the little canyon streets, little tiny diamond toward you and ruby away," was how he described the cars on the roads below as seen from a departing plane. Develop your descriptive creativity by looking beyond what everyone else sees. So go out, look at your world in different ways. Be imaginative. Find new ways to paint life. Remember to subscribe to Oscar Butler Music channel for lots more fantastic stuff like this.